Hello, this is Byron, and I'm going to take you step by step of how to open a brokerage account. I get a lot of my investors asking me that question. The first thing you want to do, and this is kind of off the subject, but you want to me, get some of your credit cards paid off because you're paying interest on your credit cards. Because you're going to make money on the stock market, you're defeating the purpose. You're making money in the stock market, but you're still paying on your credit cards interest. It's just something that I did, and it really worked for me, and it's making money for me too. And the first thing you want to do is get your online brokerage account. You want to maybe call Fidelity or Charles Schwab or E-Trade or Ameritrade, etc. You can Google it. It's easy to find an online brokerage account and ask them these questions. There's 3 questions you want to ask them. The first question is, do you have a margins account? What margins is, when you I'm gonna give you an example. When you put $5,000 in there, they give you another $5,000 in buying power. Tell me that's not good. So on your $5,000, you get another $5,000 in buying power. See if they got a margins department, and ask them this question. See if they charge fees. Say you're buying a stock, say Amazon, and you want to buy 100 shares. Some companies will charge you a fee to buy those 100 shares, and then to sell it, they charge like $7.99 to buy the stock, then they charge another $7.99 to sell it. You don't want that. See if they charge fees. You do not want that right there. So you do not want to charge fees, and you want a margins account. That's very important. So you got to ask them. It's another question too. I'm gonna get back to that in 1 second. So you can get your online brokerage account. Now, when you get your online brokerage account, all you got to do is link your bank to the brokerage company, and you can ACH that money directly to there, and you're ready to buy stock. You're in the stock market. Now, I suggest you might want to start out with maybe between like $3,000 and $5,000, because you want to at least get 50 or 100 shares. I'm talking about short-term investing. I'm not talking about dividend investing. I'm not talking about options. I'm just talking about New York Stock Exchange short-term investing. That's what I do, and that's what I'm very good at too. And I make money for you, and I'm explaining that later on the video. So you definitely want to become a short-term investor, so I can make money for you, and that's what I do. So you want to ACH link your bank account to the brokerage company, and it's very easy to do. Now, what you have to do is you have to fill out some paperwork, and I'm gonna show you on the video in 1 second, your birth date, your social security number, and stuff like that. Get all that out the way, get it filled out, and then you link your bank account to the brokerage company. Sounds easy, don't it? It's very easy. I'm gonna make it easier for you. Okay. Now, once you link your bank account there, you're ready to buy stock. Now, a lot of beginners, I suggest that you probably start off with an index fund or ETF, because that's an accumulation of companies. It's not just one company. It's hard to lose a lot of money that way. Say you got 50 companies, and I guarantee you all 50 companies not going to go down. That's a perfect example. Walmart, Amazon, Tesla, McDonald's. You get all those companies in a conglomerate all together, and it's hard to lose. You ain't gonna make a lot of money, but you're not gonna lose a lot of money either. It's a very safe way to buy stock, ETF or index fund, and I explain what that is. Index fund is basically a collection of securities funds by investors. That's all it is. And ETFs, that's not important. What it is how to do it. Okay, and but I don't do it that way. I'm a risk taker. But I make money for so many different people. I'm making money for like 35 different families. It's incredible how much money I'm making, because I am the best at that. But best at this. But that's a whole nother story. Okay. Like I said, you link your bank account. You can buy stock now. And I suggest, if you don't like a stock that I give you or it costs too much, get an index fund or ETF. Now, one thing you got to realize with ETF and index fund, find out what the expense ratio is, because sometimes per year they will charge you a certain amount of money. Tell them you want under 5%. That's the third question. Remember, I told you I was going to come back to that. That's the third question you want to ask the brokerage company. Find out what the expense ratio is. You want it under 5%, 0.5%, because some of them charge 1%, and you paying a lot more than you should pay. So ask that question first. The 3 questions you want to ask: do they have a margins system? Do they what's the expense ratio is, and do they charge fees on buying and selling stocks? So ask those 3 questions before you get your brokerage account. This is step by step what you need to do to start your account. Now, it's a lot more you have to do, but guess what? This is when I step in. I research the stock for you. I tell you what stock to do. All you have to do after that is like, subscribe, and share my video, and hit that bell button so my videos can get to you right away. So I study from 9 in the morning when the stock market opens up till 4 o'clock in the evening. I study the stock, and I come out with the stock about 10 o'clock at night. And all you have to do is, so my videos can get to you at 10 o'clock at night the next morning. You don't have to wait till the stock market opens up. Let me tell you a little secret. They have extended hours. Say in Chicago, the stock market opens up at 8:30. It closes at 3:30. So extended hours or early morning hours, for example, starts at 7 o'clock. Now, a lot of people don't be investing when it comes to extended hours. They just invest at between 8:30 and 3:30. You know, I'm talking millions and millions of people. They just all of a sudden start buying and selling stock at that time. But at 7 o'clock in the morning, ain't hardly nobody doing anything. You can sneak that my pick in that I give you. You can sneak it in. Oh, my shirt is open. I'm sorry. You can sneak my pick in, my stock pick in, and buy that stock. That therefore, when the market opens up at 8:30, you're already making money, because I know the stock is going to go up. 99% of my stocks always go up. 100. I'm 100 out of 102 towards getting my stocks. And that's the next thing I need you to do. Look at my previous videos when it comes to the stock market. I make different videos towards giving people advice and reading the Bible, because I'm very religious. And I play darts. That's my profession too. I'm a professional dart player. But look at my stock market videos. I teach on options trading. I teach on all different. I teach on swing trading. I teach on fundamental analysis. I teach on technical analysis. I teach mutual funds, cryptocurrency, everything. Look at all my older tapes. Although this when I first began, so the videos are not that clear. So bear with me, and like those tapes too. Like those videos, by the way. But look at all my, because I teach this all. I made over 1,000 videos towards teaching stocks. So look at those videos and hit that like button when you look at those videos. Okay, it's the best way to create wealth. The stock market is. I mean, I'm serious. It's been going up 10% for the last 100 years. The stock market does. People make money in the stock market, but you can lose a lot of money too if you don't know what you're doing. And you don't have to worry about that, because I'm going to give you the stock personally. So you can like, subscribe, and share so my videos can get to you. But if you don't want my stock and you want to research the stock for yourself, there's certain things you look for. And this one I'm going to teach you. You want to look for the volume of the stock. Is it consistently confirming with the volume for the last 365 days? Is the volume going up or down? See if people are interested in that stock. You want to look at what the analyst says. If it's overweight, that's good. If it's a strong buy, that's good. If it's a buy, that's good. If it's positive, that's good. If it's neutral, that means it's okay. If it's negative, that's bad. Basically, green is good, yellow, anything in yellow is okay, and red is bad. That's how they do it. Green is good, that's overweight. Strong buy, positive, things like that. Neutral is yellow. Neutral, medium, and things like that is yellow. That means it's okay. And red, you want to stay away from it. Red, you want to stay away. I'm serious. Red will really suck you dry, and you will lose in most cases. There's always exceptions. There's always exceptions to every rule. Wow, I've been talking. But that's the basics of towards how to buy a stock, but what to buy is what I'm trying to explain now. You look what the analysts say. I just explained that to you. You look and see the volume. You look and see the news on the stock. That's the single most important thing. Every stock, almost every day, has news on it, and you can foresee how the stock is going to go the easiest way through the news. So before you buy a stock, look at the news. See if its price target then went up. See if it got upgraded. See if it got downgraded. See if it merged with somebody. It's gonna merge with another company. Things like that. The news let you know everything ahead of time, but you have to keep your ear and eye on the news. Not just see it, but listen to what it's saying. I'm serious. The news can indicate the trend of that stock. I'm trying to give you some professional advice here. Those are some of the things that I look at. It's a lot more. It's a lot more when it comes to picking a stock. If it's overpriced or underpriced. See if, say, example, say Amazon is $300 per share. And for the last 5 years, it never been over $300 a share. All of a sudden, it goes up to $400. But then there's no news to say why it went up to $400. There's a good chance that it's not going to continue that trend. It's going to go back down. See, little things like that. And it's a lot more I can teach you. You have to look at my videos to see exactly, because I talk about stock inside the stock market and nobody else does that. There's little tips and little hints to tell you how that stock is going to go. But right now, towards setting up the paperwork and getting started and what to look for, one of my friends, I want him to show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Brokerage accounts. However, with a Roth IRA, all your money is going to be taxed and penalty free at the age of 59 and a half. So basically, your Roth IRA has more tax advantages.
He's right.
Okay, so let's go to Vanguard, Schwab, or Fidelity, and let's open an account. And you can open any of these accounts here, like a Roth IRA or a brokerage account. Once you click on it, it's going to take you to a form, and you have to fill out some of your important information.
That's the form I was telling you about.
Birthday, social security number, and all of this really takes around 5 minutes. Once you get your account, you can then go to your dashboard and then click on transfer. So this way you can link your bank account and then deposit money from your bank account into your brokerage account.
That's right.
You can go back to your dashboard and go to the little magnifying glass and then search for the stock or ETF that you want to invest in. So for this example, I'm going to type in SCHD.
That's a stock.
You can see that if you want to buy one share of this ETF, it's going to cost around $20-something. Let's say that you want to buy one share, you can type in the number 1, and then you can set this as a market order rather than a limit order, just to keep things simple. And then you can go all the way to the bottom and then click on buy, and that's pretty much it. Now, if you want to check what you're actually investing in, you can go to a website like Yahoo Finance and go to the holdings section. You can see that within this ETF, there are companies like Visa, Coca-Cola, Home Depot, Cisco, and Pfizer. And that's it. Congratulations, you made your first stock purchase and you are now officially an investor. Now look, if you're...
So that's the basics of buying a stock. And congratulations. I tried to take you step by step to get your first purchase. Now, the history of the stock market and different types of stock investors and things like that, and so much more you need to know on the stock market. Follow me in my next video or watch my other videos. I tell you exactly the history and everything about the stock market. I tell you everything about the stock market. That's what I do. But this is basically, a lot of my people are telling me, how do I get started? Take me step by step on how to buy my first stock. And that's what I want to do. That's what I wanted to do on this video. I hope you learned something from this video, and you can always email me as @byron4053@hotmail.com, or leave comments on my video if you want me to contact you or you want to ask me any question. And you can always FaceTime me too, Byron Banks. Anyway, with that being said, good luck. Let's make some money in the stock market. Congratulations.